very short-term interest rates are not affected by systematic risk, right? Given this, define the reward for generic assets. A as expected value of return on that asset minus the risk-free rate. Sometimes this is known as the risk premium for asset A. What sort of an extra return you expect to make for bearing the risk of that asset? Then, for a given pair of assets, A and B, CAPM model requires that reward per unit of risk should be identical. So if I take this one, divide that by beta of that one, okay, kind of makes sense, at least if you make some simplifying assumptions on the risk-taking behavior of investors. This is kind of esoteric, but you assume that they are risk neutral in the sense that, for example, if I give you a gamble, I'm going to flip a coin, and if it comes up heads, you're going to get $100. If it comes up tails, you get 0. Okay? And assume the chances of head and tail are the same. So expected value is $50. If an investor is risk neutral, that means they are indifferent between taking that gamble and I'm giving you $50 for sure. Okay? If you prefer $50 for sure, instead of taking that gamble, you're called risk averse. If you prefer actually the gamble, you're called risk lover. But this is based on the assumption that you are indeed risk neutral. Now, by itself, that doesn't say much, but this is true this must be true for any pair of assets or portfolios thereof. We're not talking about just individual assets. Any portfolios of the outstanding assets, this equality has to hold. Hence, instead of a generic portfolio of B, consider the market portfolio, M, and remember that beta of the market portfolio is 1. And according to the CAPM model, we must have solve this for expected return on asset A to get risk-free rate plus, let me take this, and we will give the reward for the market portfolio a name. We will call it market risk premium. That is the premium investors demand to carry the market portfolio. If you, for example, consider the market portfolio to be the portfolio of all the stocks, you shouldn't, but let's assume you did. Historically, that portfolio did about 7-8% better than the risk-free rate. So that would be market risk premium. If you include market portfolio, in the market portfolio, a lot of other assets like corporate bonds, long-term government bonds, commodities, what have you, that number is a little bit lower, but at least 5-6%. And we're gonna call this MRP. And the CAPM equation, which is also known as security market line, SML, is given by it basically says risk premium for any asset or portfolios thereof is proportional to to the market risk premium, and that relationship is linear. So if your beta is twice as the beta of some other stock, the risk premium that you have for that portfolio is doubled. But it also says the higher is your beta, the higher is the reward that you should expect to get. Let me get my pen from here. Draw something. So if I did a graph, I don't know why I picked that. Actually, let me. You guys can't see anything over there, can you? Let's pick the white. We should think of this expected return and beta, okay? If your beta is 0, what's your expected return on the asset? Just look at that.
Restate the question, please.
If your if this is a portfolio with a beta of 0, what is the expected return on that portfolio according to CAPM?
0.
0. No, it's not. Risk premium is 0, but the expected return is the risk-free rate. Okay?
Are you saying the return times the MRP on it? Or?
The beta is 0, so expected return on that asset would be just risk-free rate. Okay? And after that, let me use a different color. Okay. And the slope on that line remember, this is a graph of beta versus expected return. Okay? So intercept of the SML, this is SML. Intercept of the security market line is risk-free rate, and slope of the security market line is market risk premium. That means if you double the beta, expected return is going to go up by the market risk premium. If you increase beta by 1, expected return is going to go up by the amount of market risk premium. Now, in equilibrium, all assets and portfolios thereof should plot on the SML, okay? According to CAPM. I mean, we have reasons from empirical research to believe that CAPM is not necessarily the best description of asset returns, which is something we're going to talk about Finance 301 if you're a finance major and are taking that class. I think some of you are there, if I'm not mistaken. Any finance majors here?